Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Deauville Racecourse here on Sunday. It is August the 11th, 2019. It's PRIX Jacques Day from Deauville, and I'm going to look at all the stakes races on the program, including the Le Maurice. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and join me next Saturday for my Pacific Classic preview video. But let's get to the stakes races from Deauville. We'll be looking at races 2, 4, 5, and 7. So races 2, 4, 5, and 7, basically half the card at Deauville. So let's get on to it. The second race from Deauville, it's the Prix Francois BOUTIN Stakes. It's a listed stakes going for per $69,000. Race for 2-year-olds only. Field of 6 horses going 1,400 meters or 7 furlongs on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to take the 5-horse Arapaho. I'm going to go 5-2-3 in the TriCash trifecta. 5-2-3 TriCash trifecta. Top selection 5-horse Arapaho. 2-year-old called by Lupe de Vega. Pierre Charles Badeau gets leg up for Andre Farb and the Coolmore group. The horse's most recent outing came the 21st of July here at Deauville on quite yielding good to soft ground. 6.5 furlongs in a 2-year-old allowance novice race. Stepping up in class that afternoon, the horse did everything right, winning by 1.5 lengths, had a great turn of foot, had 4 other rivals, but she just did everything right and won quite convincingly. Stepping up to a longer trip back to 7 furlongs today, facing stakes quality horses. I don't think that's going to be a problem because, like I said, her 2 races have been much the best over these other horses who had even more races. She's done a lot more in 2 races than, like I said, the other ones. Before that, she ran the 12th of June at Saint-Cloud, soft ground, 7 furlongs in a 2-year allowance novice race. Facing some winners there, she won by 3 lengths and she just went away with it. Great turn of foot. It was a very exciting run. I like her at the 7 furlong trip. Like I said, she's done everything right, and I think she'll, run well, so I'll take her as a top selection. So to recap my selection for the second from Deauville, it is the Prix Francois BOUTIN. Gonna go with the 5-horse Arapaho. We'll go 5-2-3 in the TriCash trifecta. So now let's get to race number 4 from Deauville, which is the Group 3 Prix MINERVE Stakes. It's a Group 3 race going for a purse of $92,500, race for 3-year-olds only. 7 horses are going 2,400 meters or a mile and a half on the turf course. My top selection, I'm going to take the 3-horse Tamaya. I'm going to go 3-2-4 in the TriCash trifecta. 3-2-4 TriCash trifecta. Top section of 3-horse Tamaya. Thrill by Nathaniel here. Mikel Barcelona gets leg up for Andre Farb. Not very often you see Farb and Barcelona 15-1. So when you see, you better back the horse. I think this horse has a very strong chance winning. Most recently on the 11th of July at Longchamp, Monoquarter in a 3 allowance novice race. The horse finished 4th by 3 lengths. At 6-1, he just couldn't get that turn of foot like the others until very late in the run, but I still thought he ran well off of a long break of about almost 8 months. I think the mile and a half trip for the first time, this horse goes up a lot, and I think second off the break, this horse goes up a lot. But before that, the horse ran the 24th of October here at Deauville on the poly track. On the turf course, 2,000 meters, a mile and a quarter in a 2-year main race, and the horse won by a half length, had a good turn of foot on that wet going, and just won quite nicely. But like I said, Monoquarter might have been a little bit too short that day. I think he still wants longer to the mile and a half trip. And then the 2nd of October, at Maisons Lafitte, 7.5 furlongs, 1,500 meters on yielding ground in a 2-year allowance race, finished 6th by 2.5 lengths. Distance was too short. He had a little bit of a turn of foot, but it wasn't anything spectacular. I like him to the mile and a half trip. He's bred for it through and through, and I think at 15-1, he has a strong chance, so I'll use him here, and I'll definitely do a nice each way on him. But to recap my selection for the 4th from Deauville, it's the Group 3 Prix MINERVE. Gonna go with the 3-horse Tamania, or Tamaya, Termena. I'm gonna go 3-2-4 in the TriCash trifecta. I know I've mispronounced the horse's name all wrong all the time. I have a bad habit of doing it, but I get very stressed out doing these videos. But so that's why I kind of screw up the horses' names. But let's get to the 5th race now from Deauville, the featured 5th race. It is the Group 1 Prix Jacques Le Marois Stakes. It's a Group 1 race going for a purse of $1.1 million. A race for 3-year-olds and upwards. 8 horses are going 1,600 meters or 1 mile down the straight turf course here at Deauville. Down the straight 1 mile. My top selection here, I'm going to take the 6-horse Line of Duty. I'll go 6-7 in the Forecast Exacta. 6-7 Forecast Exacta. But to tell you the truth, I think any of these 2 horses I have can win. The top selection of the 6-horse Line of Duty, 3-year-old colt by Galileo. James Doyle's on this one for Charlie Appleby. The horse's most recent run came the 1st of June at Epsom, mile and a half in the Group 1 Investic Derby, and he just ran crap. He didn't get the mile and a half. He finished 9th by 8 lengths, and he just weakened out of it. They were asking too much too soon. going to the mile and a half trip. I think here back to a mile, which I think he's going to love a lot. I think he'll improve a lot more. Before that, he ran at York, 16th of May, a mile and a quarter in the Group 2 Dante. He finished 7th by 11 lengths, and he just kind of, first off the break, never got into it. He ran a good mile that day, but the final quarter, the 5/16ths of a mile, he just never ran the good race. And then at Churchill on the 2nd of November, a mile in the Grade 1 Breeze Cup Juvenile. He went off he was 8-1 morning line, 8-1 that day, but he went off as a favorite down at 5-2. But he won by half length because everybody was picking him that day. He had a great turn of foot on the outside, and he ran well on that very demanding ground. And then at Chantilly, a mile 8th in the Group 3 Prix de Conde, he won by 1/4 lengths at 2-1. He did everything right. Back to the mile trip, he should handle the going. 10-1, I think he's sitting on a good race. You could also say the same for the 7-horse Shaman, 3 o'clock by Chamardal. 5-1, Maxime Guillon gets the leg up. This horse is most recent out and came in the St. James Pass at Ascot, 1 mile June 18th, and the horse finished 5th by 2 3/4 lengths, and he just never had the good turn of foot until late. A lot of horses weren't handling the ground, and that afternoon I thought the ground was playing a little bit towards speed, but he moved a little bit, but it wasn't the world's exciting race for him. Before that, in the Group 1, Poulet d'Essai de Paulins, the basically the French 2,000 guineas at Longchamp, 1 mile May the 12th. He finished second by a length behind Persian King, who ran a hell of a race. This horse was drawn way wide that day, but he got over well, and I thought he ran a good effort. And then the Group 3 Prix La Force at Longchamp, mile 8th, he won by a neck, and I thought he won very nicely. He won a listed stakes in his return at Saint-Cloud in the early spring, and then at Deauville here on the all-weather last year, he won very nicely. His subpar race was the Prix Lagardière last year, but other than that, he's been pretty perfect, except the St. Palace. But like I said, the ground wasn't to his liking. But I think here he has a live chance, 4-1. I'm going to take him here also. So to recap my selection for the 5th from Deauville, it's the Group 1 Prix Jacques Le Marois stakes. Going to go with the 6-horse Line of Duty, but you should also use the 7-horse Shaman. We'll go 6-7 in the forecast exacta, but to tell you the truth, we'll probably box it or a combination here. So now let's get to race number 7 from Deauville, which is the Prix NUREYEV stakes. It's a listed stakes going for per $63,500. Races for 3-year-olds only. 8 horses are going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. Top selection, I'm going to take the 2-horse Arcolani. I'm going to go 2-3 in the forecast exacta. 2-3 forecast exacta. Top selection 2-horse Arcolani. 3-year-old called by Invisible Spirit. Christophe Soumillon gets the leg up for the Aga Khan. The horse's most recent outing came the 2nd of June at Chantilly, a mile and a quarter in the Group 1 Prix de Jockey Club, and we're still waiting for the horse to finish the race. He finished 13th by 25 lengths and had absolutely nothing. Stepped up in class a little bit too soon. Back to a listed stakes. Back to the mile and a quarter trip. I think he'll just run a lot better, improve a lot more. Before that, a long shot on 26th of May, a mile and a quarter in a 3-year-old main race. He won by 4. He was very impressive that day. He had a great turn of foot, and like I said, it was just everything. He got his own way and won nicely. And then the 1st of May at Saint-Cloud, a 1 mile 3-year-old maiden race. He finished second by a head. The winner Boardman just ran well, but he was closing up well, and you could say the same for the race before at Saint-Cloud, 1 mile 3-year-old lounge race novice. Finished second by a neck. Again, the winner ran well, but he was closing up well. Mile and a quarter trip in his wheelhouse. A little bit refreshing. Stepped down class. At 4-1, I'll take him. So to recap my selection for the 7th from Deauville's Prix NUREYEV, gonna go with the, pardon me again, my French is horrible, but my top selection, I'm gonna take the 2-horse Arcolani. I'm gonna go 2-3 in the forecast exacta. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingCat5.